Hello guys, this is Grant Slayton here, and I'm just going to be going through the next part of the tutorial for solving a Rubik's Cube using the beginner's method. So, basically, so far, we have the first two layers done, as you can see. Actually, one second, I've actually got my yellow side solved right now, and I should have my white side solved. So let me just go through and solve this side really quickly, and now I will scramble the yellow side. Okay, so we have the first two layers solved, and we need to get the yellow side, this whole thing solved. We have 2/3 of the cube solved. So now, solving the top layer is kind of similar to solving the bottom layer. You get across, and then you get the corners. Okay, and then it gets a little complicated after that, but basically what we're going to be doing is going to be getting all of the yellow stickers facing up, and then we're going to worry about the stickers around the edges. So first we're going to worry about the yellow edges, which is the cross. Now this is a worst case scenario where you have no edges facing upwards. See, they're all not yellow. However, you can have this situation. You can have a situation where you have two that are in a little L-type shape, and you have a situation where you can have them in a line shape. Now, the L shape is the best situation, the line shape is the second best situation, and the no shape is the worst situation. But I'm going to go from the worst situation. So when you have it in this situation, what you're going to do is, I'm going to hold it towards your way. So you're going to be holding your cube, okay? So then what you're going to do is you're going to take this side, you're going to take your right side, and you're going to move it counterclockwise. So just imagine you're pulling it down, so counterclockwise. Now you're going to move your top counterclockwise, and now you're going to move your front counterclockwise. So counter, 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 right, top, front, right, top, front. Kind of easy to remember, okay? And now you're just going to move your top clockwise, front clockwise, and the side clockwise. And then you have a line. So if you can just remember that, right, top, front, right. It's not too hard to remember. Right, top, front, and front, top, right. I get ahead of myself. Yeah, so if you can just remember that sequence, then you can get the cross, because you do the same one in just a second. So once you have your line, all you have to do, okay, so you have your line, hold your line so it is like pointing at you, okay, and then do the exact same sequence. Take your right side, right, top, front, top, front, right. And then you have an L shape. L. And then you're going to hold the L so it is away from you. Mine's towards me, but I'm holding my cube backwards, so it'll be facing the way you're doing it. So hold the L so it is in the top left corner of your cube, and do the same sequence. Da, 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 top, front, right. And then you have all the edges solved. So, just to go through that again, let me go back to having none of them solved. Okay, so none of them solved. It may be easier to figure out which way is clockwise and counterclockwise on the right side if you actually just turn it towards you. So you can just turn it towards you for a second and go counterclockwise, and then counterclockwise, and then counterclockwise. Okay, actually that was clockwise, my bad. Counterclockwise. It's kind of hard to do the cube reversed. And then clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. So then you have a line. So make the line point towards you. counterclockwise, 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 clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. Abracadabra, you have an L. And we're going to do the same thing once again. Counterclockwise, 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 clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. And we have a plus. And that is the first step of solving the last layer. Now, of course, there are shortcuts you can do, but that's basically it. Now, since I've got a lot of extra time on this video, since it's a relatively short step, I'm just going to show you why it works. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're moving this part of the second layer. It's like one of those slots. See, let me move it to the sides, you can see it better. See, it's the orange and blue slot right now. We're moving a slot off to the side, but since we moved the second layer up, we effectively took some of the top layer down into one of these slots. See, this is some yellow. So now that we have this slot free, we can move that slot into the top layer. We can mess around with that slot. Okay, so we mess around with it. Then we fix the slot that we broke. Fix the other one that we were messing around with. And then we finally fix the first one that we were messing around with, which solves two edges. See, watch. Now we're going to be solving this edge and this edge. Try to watch them carefully. So I'm moving them down, so it's here. Okay. Now I'm moving the top over so I can do some work and get my other wrong one right here. Okay. And now I'm going to fix this one. See? Now it's fixed. Now I'm going to move the top back over to fix this part. And now I'm about to fix this one. Okay, so watch. Okay, so now I've got two, and I've got my L shape. So now watch these two carefully. Okay, so now here's where the magic happens. These two are going to get fixed. So it's moving down here, and it's going to move up that way, still be fixed. I'm going to move my slot over. I'm going to move this one up, which fixes it. Now I'm going to move my slot right here, this slot, back over to fix it, which also moves this one into a position ready to be fixed. Bang, I move it down so it's right here, and it's about to get pushed up when I fix the stuff. So I'm fixing it, and then that one gets pushed up, and you have a cross. Abracadabra, that's how it works. So please join me on the next video, where we're going to flip the corners up. Thanks very much.